Today we're going to talk about two creatures from Scottish folklore and a few tales involving them. Selkies are mythical creatures that exist both as seals in the water and as humans on land. These enchanting beings are believed to inhabit the coastlines and seas surrounding Scotland, particularly in the Hebrides and Orkney Islands. A brownie is a type of helpful household spirit or fairy. Brownies are known for their diligent and industrious nature, often assisting with household chores and tasks under the cover of darkness. They are typically depicted as small humanoid creatures with brown or earth-toned clothing. So let's get to it with tales of the Selkies and the Brownies. Selkies are often portrayed as graceful and alluring creatures, possessing the ability to shed their seal skins and transform into beautiful humans. When in human form, they are described as captivating individuals with striking features, often possessing an air of mystery and melancholy. Selkies are known for their enchanting singing voices, which are said to captivate all who hear them. According to the legends, if a Selkie seal skin is stolen or discovered while they are in human form, they are bound to the land and forced into a human marriage. In many tales, fishermen or locals come across the Selkie's discarded skin and take it, thus trapping the Selkie in human form. It's believed that if a human finds and possesses a Selkie seal skin, they hold the power over the creature and can compel it to become their spouse. Stories often revolve around the forbidden love between humans and Selkies. It's said that Selkies make devoted and loving partners, but they always retain a longing for the sea. Inevitably, if they find their seal skin, they will return to the ocean, leaving behind their human companions and any children they may have had. The folklore surrounding Selkies is often bittersweet, highlighting the deep emotional connection between humans and the mystical creatures. Tales of lost love, longing, and the clash between the desire for freedom and the longing for companionship are common themes in Selkie folklore. Selkies have left a mark on Scottish culture, inspiring various songs, poems, and works of literature. Their stories continue to share a sense of longing and enchantment, reminding us of the transient and mysterious nature of love and the ties that bind us to the natural world. The Selkie Wife. In this tale, a fisherman discovers a group of Selkie women dancing and singing on the shore, having shed their seal skins to take on human form. Captivated by their beauty, the fisherman steals one of the Selkie seal skins, preventing her from returning to the sea. Without her skin, she is bound to remain on land and eventually marries the fisherman, bearing him children. Despite living with her human family, the Selkie wife is always yearning for the sea and spends her days gazing longingly at the waves. One day she discovers her hidden seal skin and returns to the ocean, leaving her human life behind. Heartbroken, the fisherman is left to care for their children, forever pining for the woman he lost to the sea. There are many tales like this of the Selkies, and they all share this very common theme among them. Some legends tell of Selkies being bound to the land forever, typically in unhappy marriages as they always long for the sea. Other tales tell of Selkie wives being great companions, while others of extremely vengeful ones. Some beliefs about the Selkies are that once they return to the sea, it will be 7 years before they can return to land. While a vast majority of the legends surrounding Selkies are female, there are tales of male Selkies as well. Legend has it that male Selkies only come ashore until sunrise on the following day, or they will die. It's also said that if a male Selkie comes on land and their seal skin is stolen, they will have a slow and sorrowful death. Selkies are not unique to Scotland. They have counterparts in other cultures such as in Ireland, the Faroe Islands, and Iceland. Unlike some other creatures in Celtic folklore, brownies are generally considered benevolent and friendly towards humans. They are believed to be attracted to homes that are clean, well-maintained, and where they are treated with respect. In return for their assistance, brownies expect nothing in return and are content with simply being appreciated. Brownies are known to perform various tasks around the house, such as sweeping, tidying up, and completing unfinished work. They work silently and swiftly throughout the night, completing tasks that would be left undone by morning otherwise. Brownies are said to take particular joy in domestic tasks that have been known to mend clothing, polish shoes, and even care for animals. They typically avoid direct interaction with humans and are known to disappear if they are seen or if they receive any form of payment or gifts. It's said that the best way to show gratitude to a brownie is through a simple act of kindness, such as leaving a small offering of food or milk. In Scottish folklore, brownies are often associated with specific households and families, becoming familiar and trusted household companions. They are seen as protective spirits, warding off negative energies and misfortunes from the home. The tales of brownies have been passed down through generations, fostering a sense of appreciation for their helpful nature and the importance of maintaining a harmonious relationship between humans and the unseen spirits of the household. Today, brownies continue to hold a cherished place in Scottish folklore and are celebrated as symbols of hard work, humility, and the magic that can be found within the everyday. Here's a few stories from Scottish folklore about brownies. The Bogel Burn. In this tale from Aberdeenshire, a farmer named Tam Lin discovers that a brownie has taken up residence in his home. Delighted by the helpful presence, Tam Lin decides to leave out a bowl of milk as a token of gratitude. The brownie is pleased with the gesture and continues to assist with chores around the farm. One day, Tam Lin's wife becomes frustrated with the presence of the brownie, considering him an unwanted intruder. Despite her protests, Tam Lin insists on treating the brownie kindly. One evening, the brownie overhears Tam Lin's wife expressing her annoyance and decides to leave the household. Without the brownie's help, the farm soon falls into disarray, and Tam Lin's wife realizes the true value of the brownie's presence. She convinces Tam Lin to seek out the brownie and apologize for their unkind words. Tam Lin journeys to the nearby Bogel Burn, a small stream where he finds the brownie sitting on a stone. He sincerely apologizes and begs the brownie to return to their home. Touched by Tam Lin's words, the brownie agrees to return and continues to provide his helpful services to the grateful family. The Brownie of Bodsbeck. In this tale, the Brownie of Bodsbeck becomes an invaluable companion to a shepherd named Thomas. The brownie diligently tends to Thomas's sheep, keeping them safe and well fed. In return, Thomas leaves a bowl of milk out each night as a token of appreciation. One evening, Thomas's wife becomes jealous of the attention her husband is giving to the brownie and decides to replace the milk with a bowl of bitter buttermilk. When the brownie discovers the change, he is deeply offended and disappears, never to return. With the brownie gone, the sheep began to suffer, and Thomas's wife realizes the grave mistake they made in treating the helpful creature with disrespect. She convinces her husband to seek out the brownie and apologize for their thoughtless actions. Thomas eventually finds the brownie sitting by a stream, and with a sincere apology and promise to treat him with kindness and respect, he persuades the brownie to return to their home. From that day on, the Brownie of Bodsbeck resumes his helpful duties, and Thomas and his family live happily, cherishing the presence of their devoted household spirit. The Brownie of Ferne Den. In this tale from Angus, a brownie takes up residence in a home of a farmer named John. The brownie, known as Pate, diligently works throughout the night, performing household chores and completing tasks left unfinished by the family. Delighted with Pate's help, the family decides to leave out a bowl of milk as a token of their appreciation. One day, the farmer's wife becomes curious about the identity of their mysterious helper and decides to spy on Pate. She hides in the corner of the room and watches as the brownie goes about his work. Pate, aware of the woman's presence, becomes furious at the breach of trust and flees from the household, never to return. With Pate gone, the family finds it increasingly difficult to manage the household tasks without his assistance. They deeply regret their actions and wish for Pate to return. However, the brownie is hurt and offended by their betrayal and refuses to come back. The Brownie of the Black Haggs. In this tale from Dumfries and Galloway, a brownie takes up residence in the home of a farmer named James. The brownie, named Billy Blind, becomes a devoted helper, completing chores and making life easier for James and his family. They leave out a bowl of milk each night for Billy Blind as a sign of gratitude. One evening, James' wife becomes curious about the brownie and wonders why he remains unseen. She decides to sprinkle some flour on the floor to track his footprints. The following morning, she discovers the flour covered in footprints and realizes that Billy Blind has hooves like a goat. Feeling uneasy about having a creature with goat-like features in their home, James' wife insists that they ask Billy Blind to leave. Despite the request, the brownie is hurt and confused, as he has always been a loyal and helpful companion to the family. He sadly leaves the household, and James and his family regret their decision. These tales of brownies in Scottish folklore showcase the appreciation and respect for these benevolent creatures, emphasizing the importance of treating them kindly and acknowledging their helpful deeds. They have become enduring symbols of hard work, humility, and the magic found within everyday life. The significance of brownies in Scottish folklore lies in their role as protectors of the home and helpers of humans. They are believed to bring good fortune to households that treat them well and provide them with offerings. They are also not fans of bitter buttermilk. Brownies can be seen as a representation of the connection between humans and the supernatural world, where these friendly beings help maintain the harmony of domestic life. As for Selkies, their importance in Scottish folklore is often tied to themes of transformation, freedom, and the connection between humans and the natural world. Selkie stories often explore the tension between the desire for love and companionship and the importance of personal autonomy and natural identity. These tales highlight the idea that the boundaries between human and supernatural realms are not always strict, and that there is a sense of mystery and enchantment in the world. Stories of brownies and selkies are tremendously important in representing different aspects of the relationship between humans and the supernatural.